Alright guys, sorry about the delay. Just 1 second. Need to get all the levels right. We'll be here on screen for you in just a moment. There's the vertical. Let's get the horizontal as well. So if you ain't never been here for these get kind of interesting. It can go, usually it's good, it's just it could go like bad or good on how far the games will go. But yeah, we got a whole bunch of Wii games, so we're just gonna kind of try to test those out and see what everybody thinks, see what I think. And I've actually been able to turn kind of decent profits actually whenever we don't like a Nintendo Wii game and we just sell it. So I'm just closing out some windows here so we can not be distracted by those, right? And then let's get it started. So thank you so much. Again, we are on the vertical and the horizontal. You can see I have a huge stack of games right now in my hands, and we have more in this bag. So today, it was just today, I did a deal on some of the Wii games. There we go. Maybe you guys can let me know what the audio is going to be like once we start a game up. Nintendo said, "Oh, good, Kendo. We love Nintendo. Thank you." So check this out. Check this stack, Nintendo. So I wanted you guys to kind of pick our first game. We could pick out of these. Then I do have a bag that I think is going to be a little bit better. Although I'm noticing there's kind of a theme of a lot of like party game-esque or like game shows, you know, like Price is Right and stuff. So here, let me show you that. If you see a game in there though that you want to get started with, totally fine. But yeah, today I did this deal where I got two Wii. So this guy had Facebook Marketplace listings for two different sets, and so I'm not going to include the Just Dances because I know that I'm actually giving these, it's essentially a flip, but a really good friend named Melissa, she's going to get those. And so it's my wife's friend from grad school who we recently sold a Wii to. I'll have all this stuff at story time. But then we got this, you know. The only thing is that Guitar Hero Legends, I found out right there, it did not have the disc, so we should take that one out. But yeah, we got Pictionary. I mean, you can see Monopoly. There's Price is Right, Family Feud, Game Party. So I say Nintendo said we play, so that's a good one to just start out with, right? So yeah, I've got like two of these stacks, and then I have a whole third stack as well. Let's start out with Wii Play, though. We are also testing the first Wii. So like I say, I got two of them. And so we may not test both of them today, but I'm testing one right now. The Wii Remote that he gave me, some of these are like this with age, but it is loud as truck. The motion sensor, what is it for the rumble? Doesn't have a technical name. All right, let's see it. You guys hear that? Here, let me take this closer. You guys can hear that ish. Wii Remote's not supposed to be that loud, if that wasn't obvious. But yeah, we'll go with the Wii Play. Let's get us started here, Nintendo. Thank you. So yeah, that's gonna be a little slightly annoying. May have to pair a different Wii mode to it, right? So here, let me go ahead and adjust the like game titles, and we'll make sure that they all say Wii Play on our YouTube streams. And welcome on in. Again, we are on the vertical and the horizontal, so if you like watching it one way or the other, you have both options. Where's the damn? Here it is. Wii Play. So we'll get this started right now. Wii Play, you guys, a lot of y'all know what that's about. The thing is that in the business of like if you're gonna sell these games and stuff like that, Wii Play is actually kind of a hard sell. It's interesting, right? Because isn't that like a game that everybody knows, everybody kind of loved? Well, the only thing about it is that it's not quite worth it at a price point of like $4 or so. You generally have like shipping from that, you know. If you're doing like a Facebook Marketplace deal, maybe including it with a bundle, it kind of works a lot better with that. So here we go. It looks like our titles are now all switched up on Wii. And so, like I say, this is somebody else's Wii, so I don't know none of their little me characters right here. Holy, this is loud. Let's go with this guy named Mac. Jeez, this thing is loud. It's the speaker. Maybe it's the speaker. But it's totally bumping up against something. You guys hear that? Isn't that so crazy? But yeah, okay, I know Cameron Maldonado was over there on the vertical stream. If you're still there, welcome on in. So let's do the... let's do the cows. You gotta love it, right? Charge. Oh my god. Okay, so let's see. Shambler said, flip it! Shambler, there's some good ass deals. Nintendo said, oh, wait, that was Wii Party. Oh yeah, remember Wii Party U? Dude, that was like the ish. Alright, but yeah, because you said you played it with Back to Zero back then, and your favorite party game is to find the controller. Yeah, granted, could be Wii Party. I liked Wii Party U though. Okay. So here we go. What am I doing? Aren't you supposed to go forward? Yeah. Totally delayed reaction, but that's okay. So, in general, yeah, you know, we play, it's like cool and all, but yeah, it's a flip. I already own my own copy of it, so, you know, this is an obvious flip right here. Whoa, but we're testing the disc, it's working, everything's fine. I'm probably playing like garbage, which is fine. Boom. Holy. True gamer moments, you hit the tree. All right, did not get those. Here we go. Let's do this a little better this time. Focus up, focus up. I always play bad on collector flips, man. That's what sucks. Holy, what the? Ugh. You turn too far, you won't turn at all. There we go. It's because of how it reads. You know, if you have your Wii remote, oh my gosh, yeah. So this thing's like actually slightly apart too. This person might have dropped it, thrown it, broke it for any reason. Whoa! Got me a marlin. Bad. Jeez. This might be the worst someone's ever performed at this. The scarecrows are just like waiting to die. They're like, come on, hit me now. Shambler said, bro, what is that buzz? That's what I'm telling you, is this Wii remote is a doozy. I've never experienced a Wii remote like that. Like, I've heard them buzz before for being like either broken. It's my guess is actually it's the speaker inside and it's buzzing against that, so you know that a Wii remote rumbles, right? So it's like when the rumble feature goes, I think the speaker part is loose. There's some kind of loose connection. Now I will tell you, maybe you guys can see this. No, I don't think you'll see it exactly. So it looks a little misaligned. Can y'all tell that? So look at the shell. The shell is divided into two parts, right? A top and then a bottom shell piece. And so you can see it's slightly misaligned, like the person either tried to put it back together, or maybe it just came that way. Maybe it's slightly jank from dropping it or throwing it. You know, Wii remotes, they went through some danger. Yeah, it's definitely, it's got a misalignment right there. So this thing's been through something. You know, he didn't tell me nothing, of course. But yeah, I got these cheap. It was nice. We got 2 stacks. And yes, Cameron was saying still here, so thank you. Let's see, should we do this thing? Do some good billiards action? Strike the cue ball? Yeah, we could do that. Shambler's like, I hope you don't get electrocuted. Hey, that was happening to me last week when I was under those, well, kind of beginning of this week too, when I was under them brain fog. Remember that ish? Alright. So here we go. Let's get right between the eyes, eh? Okay. Pow! Did you guys see that epicness? God. I was never, like, I don't play billiards in real life. I think I can do okay, but it's like, I could never probably beat somebody if they were playing serious. Yeah, Cameron was saying definitely looks misaligned, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's effed up, dude. Okay. So let's see. No, that works. Okay, for a second there I was like, does the D-pad not work? Alright. So, what are you trying to do? You're not trying to get the 8-ball, right? Doesn't that screw up the game? See? I already don't know no billiards. Alright, let's do this. Kah! Well, it did not get the 8-ball, but I did scratch. Like I say, billiards not gonna be my strong suit, but welcome on in to anybody who is joining us and stuff. We have 2 whole stacks of Wii games that I got today with the Wii consoles. Nice cheap deal when I told him, hey, I'll get both of those, because he had 2 Facebook Marketplace listings. But then I also had this one. So if there's anything you guys see right here, can you let me know what we're gonna play next after we test this? Definitely just let me know out of these games, other than Guitar Hero, because that disc was not in there, unfortunately. I'm thinking about, you know, I told the woman and she said she's looking for it, but I'm thinking about like bitching. Maybe I'll get the $2 back, because each one of these games was $2, you guys. So yeah, Game Party 2, Family Feud, Jack right there. You got Price is Right. I'm really down with Price is Right. I don't know about you guys. There's a $1 Million Pyramid. So yeah, let me know if you want to see any of those Pictionary for when we go out of Wii Play. All right, aim the Wii remote at the screen. What do you think I'm doing? Okay. Oh, that was to place the cue ball. God, I'm such a dip. See what I mean? I don't know nothing about billiards. All right. Shambler's like, oh man, those games are the typical Wii games. That's right. That's why you don't pay more than like $3 for them, and I paid $2. All right, let's see. That was the shittiest hit I've ever seen in my life. It is a little bit jank. It's not fully. There's a little jank. Pointing exactly where I want it to go is not exactly the easiest thing. Not exactly the easiest on this remote. What the hell? Okay, there's something I'm doing wrong, yet I could do it every other time. Okay, well I hit it. But yeah, Shambler's right, you know, these are generally Wii fodder, which is what I needed. Now, some of them are the good-ish, you know, like, you'd be surprised sometimes on how, like, a kid's game can do. You'd be surprised sometimes on, like, certain sports games, but not most of them. It's just like Wii Sports, yes, all day, or whatever. But the other crap, like, if there's, like, 101 sports, party game sports, Deca sports and stuff. Probably not Deca, actually. Let's see. See, I don't know. You guys saw that? I did it the same force as... Hey, shut up! Ain't no foul! Alright, here. Let's try to be smart this time. As long as nothing happens to us. Watch me hit it out of the park. Just trying to hit it light. Okay, hold it down. Aim the Wii remote at the screen. That was my problem. Okay, great. That was my problem, and then it doesn't even work. Here we go. Awesome. See, playing in this confined area does screw me up a lot. But yeah, Cameron said Monopoly, you guys. That was the one I was probably hoping the least for, because I know how long Monopoly takes. But if y'all agree, definitely let me know. We'll see just kind of what has the most votes. What are you guys thinking? Here, let's finish this out right now. You gotta point at the screen. You suck. Look, am I pointed? Huh! Yeah, you really gotta be pointed in with your sensor and everything. That's what I don't like about it when streaming. If I was like able to stand up and go be out there on a big screen. But no. When streaming, this is tough. Yeah, let's do this. Little better, but shitty shot. Oh, okay, I thought there was a new chat in there. My guess again, or my, like, what I would prefer is probably Price is Right. One of those, like, game show ones. There's Family Game Night. We also have some, like, Scooby-Doo ass. Hold down B and pull the Wii remote straight back. Look at me, I'm doing it. Aim the Wii remote at the screen. Oh, thanks. Jeez. It's like making love. You know, it's the exact same motions. Just kind of hold down B and then... You gotta make sure you're pointed in the right direction and stuff, you know. This is very akin to making love. Which I'm an expert at. Trust me. Here we go. Booyah shaka! Just now, when we're at probably like the 11th inning, I'm getting it, you guys. See, I got the technique now. Let's give it one of these. Pull down the Houdini-ish. Oh, okay. Why do I want to check under the table? What's the advantage of doing that? It said press A to check under the table. What do you do that in billiards? Oh, check over the table. See, they didn't tell me over. Alright. Yeah, it just says press A to check the table. I'm like, somehow I inserted the word under in there. Balls sunk. Just like when you're... Wait, are you supposed to do the 8-ball right now? I thought you're supposed to get all the others. What? You guys, someone teach me pool. See, look, I'm not even moving and the cursor's like all over the place. Okay. Thanks. I can do this. Thanks. What I want to tell you guys is life has been extremely difficult being off the drug now. So like most of y'all know, you know, I was in the medical trial, the clinical trial. And so last time I streamed, it was on the Sonic, and that was great, right? And I was still like, I was just like a day off the drug. I was just mainly having brain zaps, a few other things, a little bit of brain fogginess and stuff. Right now, I am a mess. It's now been a few days, dude, like... I guess tomorrow would be 1 full week off the drug, and yeah, my body hit withdrawal harder than ever, like today and yesterday. There could be like a feather could drop over there and I'd be irritated, you know, like I'm very irritable. You know, I'd be like, who the hell's making all that noise? I'm like a whatever the most angriest animal is. See, I got none of my brain power. I got nothing, you guys. Okay, let's see. So figuring this type of shit out and trying to play through it, that took a lot of will. That took a lot of will to finish that. And we did horribly. Somehow someone actually performed worse than me prior on this console because it has a new record. Look at that, 24 points. Oh my god. You guys. Fuck no. So yeah, nobody said any other game, so it looks like Cameron won out. In pain to me, it looks like we're playing Monopoly. So yeah, the Monopoly collection. I'm very afraid of this. I'm very afraid of how this is gonna go. So okay, let's try it. Ugh. Monopoly collection. It looks like it takes as long as the real Monopoly. Except for it's got Monopoly and then Monopoly Streets. I'm down with Monopoly Streets. It says to play as your me in a bustling city. Sounds like a journey. Look at that. So here we go. Monopoly collection coming up, you guys. So yeah, we play. It all works. It's all fine. You know what's up? This is, I didn't even notice until now. This is a third-party remote. That is hilarious. See, there's no Wii text right here, and just when I felt the home screen, the home button I should say, it's raised up a little bit. I guess y'all can't see that, so it's raised. The ones that are OEM, the actual first party controller, it's surface flat, you know, I can go under the surface right there. So yeah, this is it's a third party remote. No wonder, man. I'm sitting there like, why does it feel so weird? Why does it act so weird? That would be why. Alright, return to the Wii menu. That is one thing, you know, on Marketplace, they don't always tell you that stuff. It's like, if you really want to stick around, and some people want to meticulously look at everything, unfortunately, I don't meticulously look, I just kind of first glance look, and then I go away from the deal, and, you know. I'm very awkward. I don't like to be around people. So, you know, I try to end that Marketplace deal as soon as possible. Don't want to get stabbed, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's actually, this Wii Play is in extremely good condition, you guys. It's like, it's in such good condition. Shambliss had dude that buzzing. It's enough to fuck a person's eardrums, I guess. And we got Woodland Amigo up in the chat who says, hey, Dr. Kenner, what's up, my dude? Woodland Amigo from back in the Pokemon Go days. Still playing that Pogo, Woodland? Alright. This Monopoly disc is almost spotless, and then there's just one major Crack right here. Crack. Scratch. Y'all aren't gonna be able to see that. Okay. So let's do this. We're gonna try Monopoly. Wouldn't you know it? It's Monopoly Collection. Doesn't even show up on the list of games. Oh my god. Okay, let's try Monopoly. See what happens. You got Monopoly Go. You got Monopoly for Nintendo Switch. What is this? Probably a 2011. Can see if there's there's 2010 Monopoly Streets. And I think that's what we were gonna play. So hey, let's do it. Shambler says, you know, flip everything. That's very much the we got the flip indicator on it. Bobble says it looks so yummy. That disc, yeah. What's up? What's going on, Bobble? Yeah, this buzzing is like when a wasp goes past your ear. You know, they dive bomb you and shit. That's what the buzzing is. That is insanity, man. Insanity. EA, those motherfuckers. Alright. EA is in my city. Their headquarters and everything. I think I might have even applied to work for EA. I'm not positive. I know I applied for Blizzard. They're here. Okay, let's go Monopoly Streets. God, even the loading on the screen is like flooped up, dude. Monopoly Collection, man. Did you guys see that? It was like 18 frames per second. Okay, you hold it like that. That's probably better because the buzzing on this ish was gonna drive us nuts, eh? Yeah, even the shell is fucking off. I wonder if they just like, since it's a third-party controller, it could have just been sold that way. The shell is all off, man. So yes, for those who missed it though, I did get 2 stacks of Wii games. Once I sell the Wii consoles, these are all going to be at 0 cost. A lot of them are going to be used also as Wii fodder. I need that for my business, you know, I sell video games and stuff, and so a lot of the times we get a Wii console in, and it needs to go out, but the Wii console by itself, or just with like one game, is usually not enough to make the sale very good, so you try to load it up with what I call the fodder, you know. Shambler said, I have you so much fodder, are you for real? Alright, then we're gonna have fodder for days. Alright, let's play Monopoly Streets, even though I desperately don't feel that this is going to be good. I'm sorry, Cameron. Let's see, I guess we'll go Monopoly City. Why would we not? We're doing streets. Okay. What? Play Monopoly the right way. No. Speed, yes. We do need speed. I think that. Definitely speed. Oh fuck, tutorial mode. No, ain't no other. Sure, easy AI. Can we turn one of them off? Oh, bitch. Alright. Continue. Alrighty, guys. Let's see. Oh, Shambler said, I meant I gave you so much fodder. Yeah, I thought you meant Wii fodder, man. That's what I'm talking about, is this is Wii fodder. We don't need fodder for the other games. I would say generally I'll avoid fodder for other systems unless it's N64. I take N64 fodder. That would work. Yeah, I try to avoid like PlayStation and Xbox fodder, man. I try to avoid that ish, dude. Ain't nobody give a shit about that ish. Okay, before you move, 9 out of 16 community chest cards give you money. Okay. Alright, let's hope and pray, you guys. Maybe this will surprise us. Yeah. I'm not in a good mental state. I've been withdrawing for a drug. Cameron said it's good if we don't want to. Hey, we're testing it. I thank you because you were the only one that gave me a vote on which game to play. I should probably be listening to this motherfucker. Let's see. Whoever gets the highest dice roll gets to go first. Dog, press 1. Of course I'm the dog. The dog's the shit. Okay, press 1 to roll the dice. I'm some hot chick. Alright, stop dice. Oh, you guys see that? Almost on them 12er action, dude. Ain't nobody gonna beat that. If they go double sixes, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Shameless said, is there a certain price point for Wii games that is a buy no matter what it is? Like, I can get something for $2 or less? Yeah, like a $1 is pretty much buy. Like, I can include it in any Wii console, you know, sale and stuff, and that's worth it, you know? Now, if it's certain games, you could go, of course, a little bit higher, right? I mean, like, imagine if somebody had, like, a Mario Kart Wii, you know, you go up to, like, $10, $15 on that-ish, and still make a profit splitting between us. All right, roll dice. Yeah. Yeah, this is, like, the slower, less fun Mario Party. Am I right? Okay, fast forward, nice. Dog is moving to Connecticut Avenue.
Don't buy it. Auctions are more fun.
Don't buy it. Auctions are more fun. Why not get it as an Airbnb? Okay, sure. Didn't he tell me just to not buy it, that dude? I don't give a shit. Okay. Intern. My God. But yeah, it's, so it was an anti-anxiety medication, and it was a clinical trial. It was in phase 2-3 is what it said. Oh, you sucker. I'm gonna buy Vermont. You hoes. That's my fucking thing. Stupid ass shoe, dude. Damn it. This guy who looks like a human manifestation of a penis. So yeah, it was, it's been very rough. The last, like, 2-3 days has been extremely rough, dude. I am not in good shape. I feel depressed as sin. It's much worse than before. So, like, imagine, you know, I lived for 37 years without any drug or anything. Then I went on this medical trial. I got fat paid every time I went in there, dude. I would go in there for like an hour and get $250 every time I walked out. And I was on this medication. And this medication did wonders for me. They say I could be on placebo. If I'm on placebo, you got to lock me up. We should call the SWAT teams right now. Like, I need to go. I should not be on the streets if this is all a placebo. Because, dude, I feel way affected like it was medicine. I had so many things going on that were good and bad all throughout the trial. And now I'm, like, exactly withdrawing. You know what I mean? If that is fucking placebo, then I am a mental patient. Like, I need to be in padded walls. You know what I'm saying? It's not good, man. So yeah, like I say though, you know, imagine being on I had no medication, then I was on the medication for 6 weeks, and then weaning off of it, and now I'm just off of it, and holy shit, like I feel dark as fuck. Like, I feel depressed, I feel anxiety. I'm so irritable, dude. Like, everything is pissing me off. It sucks, dude, because I'm a mostly patient dude. Like, most of my life, I lived okay. I've always kind of, I think I can have, like, an explosive streak and whatnot, but mostly a sensible person. But Jesus Christ, these last 3 days, like, people in this world are not okay. And let me tell you, going off of a drug, I am not okay. I am not okay, dude. So I see them tomorrow, though. I go back for, like, my, you know, what do you call that? I guess it's like follow-up or whatever. Now that you're off the drug, let's see how you're doing. So I'm about to let them have it during that interview. I'm always polite to them, but I'm just, like, honest, you know? I just tell them, like, yeah, I'm feeling XYZ. I don't try to, like, sugarcoat it. I just be polite, you know? With an Amigo says, I'm surprised you didn't want to go to the Sinda. Dude, I don't like to go to the top of a parking garage. Hell no would I go to Japan. I bet Japan is a great place. If someone could just teleport me to Japan, then I'll fucking go. But I will never, ever fly to Japan. That is probably like a 18-hour flight. I will never do that. Never. And so, see how off-kilter I am? I might be passionate about that answer even on the drug, but off the drug and through withdrawal, I'm ballistic. So fuck no, dude, just for Pokemon Go. I went to Chicago one year for the American Go Fest, and that was fun and everything, but it definitely, you know, once they started doing global Go Fest, I was like, this ain't worth it, dude. Just stick to the global Go Fest, and you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you like to travel, then by all means, go for it. I bet that's great, but I fucking hate to travel. I hate it! I hate it. I fucking hate flying. I hate traveling. Just going to the top of the parking garage is my dick. I hate it. Do you hear me? So, yes, Woodland Amigo, you may have me pegged to someone who likes to travel. Fuck no. I hate it. What do you guys think? I hate to travel.
Before you can trade or improve property.
So anyway, oh, yes, I'm about to lose it. Yeah. Pokemon Go also, ever since they had the remote raid nerfage and a lot of the Niantic problems just compounded on top of that, like when you consider everything, I'm like very jaded, and I was a Pokemon Go diehard. Like, I loved that app, dude. Seriously, like Pokemon Go, I was calling it for the longest time. I was like, this is probably one of the top 3 greatest experiences for Pokemon. You gotta think about it. It was a mobile app that it still is going, and it's like, what, isn't this year 8? What's 2016 to now? What's the math on that, you guys? What is this, like year 7 or 8 or something? I do not do math, and especially in this state, I really don't do math. But come July, it's gonna be the anniversary, right? And so, in my opinion, Pokemon Go was not only this beastly mobile game, it had a ton of different features and everything, but it was like the Pokemon experience that would actually, it could rival, in a Pokédex size, it could rival other Pokemon games, right? Because it's like Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I feel like they actually had a ton of Dex entries in there. I had no problem that everything wasn't in the game. Sure, let's counter them. Why not? Here, I counter you. What am I doing? This one. I don't know, man. I think I'm pretty well over this. We are definitely gonna flip this. And yeah, Cameron said, you know, I like Pokemon Go too. I still like it, but I don't like it as much at all, dude. Like, it's very different now, and so that's why I would never travel to it, you know, like to Japan first off, because I wouldn't do that anyway. But like, probably even if they were asking me to go to Chicago, they would have to pay for all my shit, you know, like then I might do it. And no, I was never on Niantic's radar like that, so they wouldn't have paid me, even though I was like the creator doing the Team Go Rocket. Ain't nobody else was doing that until everybody started copying what I was doing. I was also the first creator to do the live streams where you invite people remotely. That started with me. It's documented. All this stuff is documented. You know, you can look at the dates of like upload dates. So you would look at my stream that I first did it ever, and it was before anybody else ever did it. It was just an idea I always had, you know? Dude, fuck Park Place. Okay, I'll take it. So, I think in that respect, you know, again, I was just this diehard. It would be very hard to, like, shake me away from Pokemon Go, and they managed to kind of do it. Again, I didn't quit it. I didn't say, like, Niantic is complete shit. I'm just saying that it ain't worth it to buy every ticket. It ain't worth it to go traveling, especially abroad, but to go traveling for this game. This game has lost that magic. There was nothing... You know, remote raids were perfectly fine. They thought, like, you know, we have to get people out there and exploring. Because of remote raids, I did the most exploration with that game than I've ever done. And it was because, since I could remote raid, I could hit, like, imagine, like, a botanical gardens that's gated off, right? I could hit a gym that was in there, because that was a priced entry to get into that botanical gardens, right? Like, you have to pay like $7 or $8 or something just to enter. Like, I ain't gonna do that for a raid, right? So the fact that I could remote into it meant that I was able to continue my session. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could continue my exploration. My exploration could have stopped right there. I would have had to stay confined to one place, you know? Like... now when they had remote raids and it was much cheaper and more accessible to people and you could invite as many people, they didn't have a limit. It was all kind of more just an unfettered, easy way to play. It made perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? It made perfect sense. It was fine. And just because they have this idea that, like, it's not conducive to exploration, here's the only thing that I believe truly it ended up doing. Yes, I don't doubt that there was somebody who used to explore and then didn't because the remote raids, and then when they altered it, maybe they explore more. But no, instead they're gonna turn off anybody instead of them going out to explore more once the remote raid thing happened, or they're turning away the people who only came in because of remote raid. So it brought a ton of people into the game. This game that was going downhill a little bit. I don't think it was ever dead, but it was going downhill a little bit. Then 2020 happened and pandemic life happened, and then they did the remote raids, and so it's like that brought in so many fucking people to Pokemon Go. It was such a good thing. All of us could experience this thing and enjoy it. You know what I mean? We were all enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? So they just took that away because they thought, like, people ain't gonna explore? Fuck no. All that means is they turned away anybody like that. Shambler saying, dude, you got me back into that game for a bit with the remote raids. Once those stopped, I stopped playing again. Shambler's exactly right. He came back into it because that remote raiding. It was an experience that we could have. How often do you get to experience a video game that's been out for so many years in a new way? They did this where we could experience it in a new way. And I'm ending McDonald's. I'm ending Monopoly. I can't take it. So that's definitely part of the Wii fodder. I don't know that that's going to be worth anything. We can check price charting and eBay and whatever at the end. But yeah, that was, in this state, that was a fuck. Alright, you guys, so no one else voted. I want to thank Cameron for voting for that one. I'll do The Price is Right because I kept mentioning it. So why not? Let's try it. I always think The Price is Right is cool. I'm in a pretty fucked up mental state right now, so I don't know how I'm gonna perform at a video game of The Price is Right. It's probably gonna go horribly. But hey, when do I really perform all that great at these during Collector Flip? You know what I'm saying? Ugh. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about, you guys. Woodland Amigo was saying, Dr. Kendo, what do you hate the most about traveling? I hate the actual part of moving, of traveling. I like when I'm there, okay? So if somebody could just wake me up when I'm there. The whole trip is ruined by me having to fly 16 hours to get to Japan. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing. Oh wait, this is... I just put it up here. God, my brain is so fucked. Yeah, Cameron said it's all good. Yeah, dude, thank you. Okay, another clean disc. This is very, very, very clean. There's not even just a little bit of like dust. Very well done. But like Shambler said, this is a lot of the fodder stuff. Now, sometimes, like with Deal or No Deal, for example, we ended up keeping that game. So, you know, it could actually go that way if The Price is Right is good enough. Because I was down with The Price is Right. It was the sick show. You know, when you were, if you're my age, when you were sick from school, you'd stay home and you'd watch this. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. Shambler said, I've seen you play Strikers and Splatoon, and you're better than I am at both of those games you be owning, folks. Yeah, Shambler, today is not a good day, but just whenever I do Collector Flip, it's like I just always play bad, you know? We're always talking about something else. We're not so focused on the game. We're just kind of giving it a test. So, like, I know I always perform shittily at these during Collector Flip, but then when we play it for real, like that dog fucking game, I'm a master. You know what I'm saying? When we play it for real, there's no problem. But yeah, we were on a good topic. I hope you guys don't mind talking about Pokemon Go, or I can just kind of end that. But I guess the last thing I would say is just that there was no great reason. They had their reason, you know, so you can't say there was no reason for them to take away the remote rates. They had a reason for it, but there was no actually good reason. That reason was not sound. It was not sound logic. But yes, the other thing I don't like about traveling sometimes is it has to... So, I'm a bit of a bitch, okay? So, like, I certainly, you know, I don't expect anyone to be like me, okay? So please, like, don't try to just be like a yes man here. You can disagree with me, I guess. But I was gonna say, like, I don't like it when I'm in a place for too long. So the travel has to not be for very long. Or if it is a long trip, then I want to, like, go through different places. So, for example, I went to a wedding last year around this time that was in it was in Philly, and we ended up kind of making that into this thing because my wife's choir trip got canceled, and so she still kind of wanted to go to the places that she was gonna go. So we did that. We kind of made it like into a big thing, right? It lasted almost a week. So like we went from Philly to Rhode Island, which was great. I've never been to Rhode Island. I fucking loved it. Rhode Island was fantastic, dude. Your state's only like 7 feet long, and I loved every 7 foot of it. But then like went through Boston and New York, and then up to like Connecticut, and ended up stopping in Maine, and we stayed there. So like that was good. I was kept moving, just not always moving, right? Like we had some time to relax here and there and stuff like that, especially in Rhode Island. We were kind of relaxing and just enjoying everything. But yeah, like, so I don't want to be moving too much and doing too many things, but I also don't want to be doing too little and stuck there for like 5 to 7 days and shit. And so with travel, it's like, I just like to stay at home, you guys. I just like to be a bitch. I am a bitch. I just like to be at home. I'm a homebody. I play video games. I'm old now, you know, this is what I do. I'm sorry, you guys. The price is right. Decades. Yeah, I totally didn't look at what we're bidding on here for The Price is Right. How much do you think it's worth? Oh, let's be a dick. Dude, I always hate people that do this on the TV show. Let's see, how do you do it? Increase, okay. 1. Look, these were the people that you wanted to kill on the show. 59, you sucker. So then that green person would like punch me probably, right? If I get it. And ladies and gentlemen, Smash Killers up in the chat. What's going on, Smash? The Price is Right. Why didn't it work? Here, decades. There. Save it. Okay, now I'm saving the game. Cameron said it's a trampoline. Wait, what's a trampoline? Oh, the trampoline's what I'm bidding on. Okay, thank you for paying attention. Yeah, it's totally not gonna be worth fucking what, 12, whatever. Okay, so let's see the price. I still don't know the item. Okay, decades. We'll pay attention in a second. I'm just trying to change the thing, you know, on streaming where it shows like which game you're playing. I'm trying to get that changed. But yeah, Smash Killer was saying, much love, everyone. Much love, Dr. K. Hey, so much love, son. Your car's getting worked on. I know. I hope that goes better. Let's see. Hope that goes well for you. Let's do 490. Normally I would not play that way. Yeah, see, but I just won. That's our strategy. Be the dick, you guys, and just vote $1 over what the person. God, that's such a dick. I think Family Guy had a joke about that where someone was like, you know, 490, and then the person next to him's like 491, and then the person just looks at him and goes, then punches him because they voted like 1 over that. God, ain't that a bitch? You know, fuck those people. It ain't no skills. All right. First, you need to. You start out with 1 free chip.
There are 4 different items on display. Each item has a 2-number price. But
this is not Bob Barker. It's not Drew Carey.
Take a look at the first item.
They sure did inoculate Drew Carey. Okay, it's a queen-size bed sack. It provides luxury upholstery for your old mattress or box springs and protection for you from ball sack. Is it right or left number? Oh, you're supposed to say which one's the right thing. Well, I would. When was this game? 2011? Okay, so it's not the inflation of today, obviously. We knew that because it's a Wii game, but hey, 2011 wasn't great. So let's do... Okay, we did it. Smash Killer said, starting to drive down to Florida tomorrow. All right, man. Be everything you can with Mary Kay Cosmetics. Skincare, glamour.
Is the right or the left number the correct number in the
I could see that probably being the right number, but you know, makeup is fucking expensive. To Mary Kay, you guys, it's probably more like 52. Eh? Of course, why does shit end with 2? Fuck you, 71, you bitch. Okay, this is our 3rd item. Alright, don't vacuum from now on. Do that. The most advanced electric broom of all. The 2 motors. Okay. Well, most prices actually end with a 9 or a 0. So the fact that some of these are ending with 1 and 2, I think is a bunch of horse shit. You know what I'm saying? What is that after tax? Then it maybe makes sense. Let's do the right number. Wow, why is this? Shambler said left is correct. Okay, well Shambler said it, so I'll listen to him then. Good job, Sham. 75. Here's another Plinko chip. I was gonna do the 0, man. All right, Volrat stainless steel kitchenware. The choice of many fine restaurants. Prepare, cook, and serve food in your home. All right. The right or the left number? Volrat. That's probably shit. Ain't 40 something. But why would it end in 2? I think that's bullshit. Yeah, Shambler said gotta be the 2, and you were right. I thought so as well, but I mean, why the fuck is something end in 2? Is this before taxes? Like $32.99? Maybe that's what the shit is. Alright, Plinko chip time. I didn't see what was on the bottom, but sure, let's go around there. That's always a good thing. You don't do it right in the middle, you do it if you want to land in the middle. You don't do it right on the middle. You gotta kinda be sideways a little. I'm sitting sideways on 1,000. Alright, so we got 5,000. That's what we're aiming for. So last time I put it around there. Let's do it. Oh god, this Wii remote. Janky. Fuck you. There it goes. Alright. See, I go to the arcades sometimes, and that's what I do. You see, look at how centered in it is. You guys see that ish? That's what I'm talking about. Boom! That 5K! God, we done fucked everybody's faces. Alright. Everybody get shitted on. On a Price is Right, bitch. I don't know that I did that one right. The Wii remote kept shaking the jank. But hey, if we get 1,000, I'm cool. Boom. Yeah, Sham, that's exactly right, dude. I'm old as shit, too, and I have an essential trimmer. He said, my hands are already shaky, and the Wii remote makes them worse, especially when it's a third-party jank. You guys can see, though, I got the right strategy. You know? It's just a little microcosm of the right spot. But yeah, when I said it, it landed on that 5K. We can't even see it. What the fuck are you? Okay, thanks. Yeah, 0. Dude, they're like, we have the beautiful Jessica with us, and she looks like me on like meth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she is beautiful, alright? It's just, really? That's who we got? They couldn't ask the beautiful Vivian? You know, they brought Jessica in. Okay, spin the wheel. Yeah, we know how to do that. So how do you do it on the Wii, though? If you go over $1, you'll lose! You know, the Price is Right. The announcer is always, I forgot his name, but it's not Bob Barker or Drew. It's the guy who does, like, the voiceover announcements. He's always, you know, a new car! Like, he's always super excited about everything. The current leader is fucking, Playtime from Baldi's Basics. Father. Release A? It's gotta go around one full thing. I did that like a mouse trying to spin the wheel. Are you kidding me? $1. What do you mean? Yeah, it's 100. You can now spin again for even more bonus cash. God, you guys, unbeatable. The 100, isn't that the best thing you could do on the first spin? Isn't that the best? This shit is rigged for me, and I love it. Alright, Smash Killer said nailed it with my little mouse spin. It was like the muscle of a mouse. It just says A. Do you pull it? Let's see if I can pull it. Yeah. Okay. Well, it was a little stronger that time. I still kind of fooked it, but, you know, whatever. That's okay, Bob. That's okay. I done did some pimping before, so whatever. You win! Congratulations! You're headed to the showcase! Alright. Look at all that fucking money. I wish that I had that in real life. They could give me that 8K. Alright, who the fuck is that? They don't have eyes. Look at what the hell is wrong with that person. It's like a robot, you know, in the future when robots are gonna be our source of entertainment and shit. I'm like the one human, and the robots are all gonna be making fun of me. They're gonna be like, haha, look at the fleshy human. With his flesh and need for sunscreen. Okay. Your showcase begins with this arcade game! The soundtrack is contagious. When the action begins, you'll meet Beastly, and he doesn't like anyone playing with his electronic cube. You'll meet Beastly. Okay. And he doesn't like anyone playing with his electronic. But you may be our guest at the roundup.
And for added fun is
Not billiards, man. You guys saw how shitty I was at that. You guys saw how terrible.
This is the Swinger 4x8 table.
7/8 slate is diamond ground to a precision level.
7/8-inch thick slate is diamond ground to a precision level. The Swinger from Murray. And for fine family entertainment is Spin at Piano.
Is this real shit? Aeolian company? They probably get sued, right? Here, let's see it. Okay, Toyota's for real. Smash Killer said VeggieTales nailed it, and they said in the future humor will be randomly generated. Oh my god. It'll be AI generated. Those motherfuckers. My wife says that you gotta thank all the robots. She's like, because they're gonna take over, if you're ever using ChatGPT, you gotta make sure that you thank it at the end. You know, so I'll be like, oh, hey, I'll ask her, did you, I did this thing on ChatGPT, look at this. And she's like, did you thank it when you were done? I was like, fuck no, the ChatGPT don't give a shit. And she's like, no, you've got to thank them. You got to be nice because when the robots take over, they're going to remember this. And I'm like, man, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna fight the robots. I know I will lose. I just want to fight them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to accept this shit laying down, all right? I don't know why I'm bidding on this, man. Oh, fuck. I gotta be the first one to guess. Let's see. It was like a Toyota and an arcade machine and a billiards. Dude, this is some expensive shit, isn't it? Isn't that like, what? A Toyota in itself is gonna be like 10 G's back in 2011. If it's their truck, it's probably like 12 G's. Eh? And then the arcade system's like another 500, 600, 700, right? So then the billiards table, what do those cost? I don't know what those cost. You gotta think back to 2011, that was more than a decade ago, which is fucking bullshit. So let's do... Here, this is sound logic right here. 2011 logic. What if I like way overshot it? Okay, fuck you. We don't need to care about this, right? This is the other person voting on this shit. Cookware. Now everyone can enjoy some bullshit. Try to act like you're a family. Talk to each other around this walnut bar said. When the robots take over, it's not gonna matter.
This is your opponent's bid.
My opponent is lifeless. My opponent is a non-being. Fuck you. 5,000? Am I way over bid? Alright, you guys. See, I was close, but I went way the fuck over. Well, actually, it's not even that way the fuck over. It's like 3,000. Man, fuck you. Bitch, I'm in the future. You know, they trying to tell me that they... Yeah, haha, you son of a bitch. I voted less over. Right? Wait, what? Son of a cunt. Man, I'm devastated. Smash Killer said, in conversations with robots with Weed Eater to confuse them. Oh, I will. See, look at Jessica. I'm telling you, that's me in a dress, but like on meth. You know what I'm saying? You now have access to the archives. You can access them from the single player menu. Why would I want to archive that? That was horrid. New show unlocked. Very nice. What do we think, guys? Is this a flip or a flip? I mean, a collect or a flip? Alright, let's go to the main menu. Jessica's freaking me the fuck out. Yeah, I mean, like, my wife and I might actually have fun playing this, you know, so we like Price is Right. I'm not good at it, clearly. Listen, I'm stuck in the future, you know? This was 2011. It's now 2024. I had to look to see the actual year. That's how fucked up my brain is right now. Alright. Yeah. Why not? Let's test out one more game, you guys. Let's see. What do you guys think? So do you like something in this stack? Or do you want to see something in the other stack? We can't do Guitar Hero. The disc is gone. But we got, you know, Family Feud. That's another good shit. Game Party might be good. $1 Million Pyramid. Or we can go into this stack over here. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Like, look at this shit. What do you think is an I Spy Spooky Mansion? You know, I bet that's the cool shit. This is gangster. We got all these games, though. From the other stack. So yeah, Smash Killer said Game Party, but here's the other ones. You know, we got Wipeout, A Boy and His Blob. You know, what the fuck's that about? Skate It, Family Game Night 4. I bet Top Shot Arcade is some good-ish. Go with some Top Shot Arcade, dude. I got the blaster. Oh yeah, this is pimp. What do you guys think about this? See, it's one of those, you gotta blast whatever target they send at you. And check this out, I got a, let me show you. So I always had a Wii blaster growing up, but look, this one had the Nyko fucking pistol. Man, I'm gonna be like, break yourself, mother... Dude, isn't this shit the coolest? Yeah, and get the Nyko break. This is pimp, man. So yeah, do you guys want to see some action? Smash Killer was saying, A Boy and His Blob. Oh, Shambler said Boy and His Blob, probably the best one. It looks like we're going, I mean, Cameron said Top Shot Arcade. That was my thoughts, you know. But, I'm seeing Boy and His Blob, you guys. So, that may be our last test of these games. Okay, let's get this shit out. But the Wii works. So, you know, everything's good except the controllers. Fucking third party and jank a little bit. But it works. We got a blaster out of this. I'm gonna keep this shit. Look at this. Yeah, the Wii Glock. Smash Killer. That's exactly right, man. The Wii fucking Glock. You know, you go down on the streets with this, they probably think it's for real. They'd be like, get him, he's got a gun! I'm like, no, wait, no gun has blue on it, right? I don't own guns, this is what I would imagine. They ain't got no blue. Alright. A Boy and His fucking Blob. Do you guys know what this shit is? What is A Boy and His Blob? Y'all say it like it's some cool shit. But alright. Cameron was saying nice. And you guys said it. Great condition. Yes, awesome condition. In fact, the only marking on it is what I just did. I accidentally spit on it and I got my fucking fingerprints on it. Man. What a hoe I am. Alright. Boy and His fucking Blob. Let's see what the fuck this blob is about. I don't know what the fuck blob. A Boy and His Blob. Y'all saying this like it was something real though. I don't know. A boy and... Yeah. 2009? Is this like a book or something? You guys know I don't read. A Boy and His Blob. Here we go. 2009 Wii game. Let's see if it promises more than it will actually deliver. Let's see it. A tale of friends, heroes, and jelly beans? It already sounds shitty. Smash Killer said it's a classic. Alright, alright. Listen, I need to have more of an open mind. Some of the back actually does look Scribblenauts art-like, you know, and I went viral with Scribblenauts. Look at that. Like, don't tell me that little fucking meth hamster is not a Scribblenauts character. Battle baddies and bosses through 40 puzzle-packed levels. Alright. It was a Flash game, and ended up as a mobile game as well, but the Wii version is sick. Alright, Smash Killer, alright. You're starting to convince. Yeah, Cameron said nice about the Wii gun. Yeah, that Wii gun is pimp. Let's get this nunchuck. This will allow us to test the chuck, so that's good. How about fucking no? How about yes? Okay. I don't give a shit. Alright, boy. See what's up with the blob, son. Listen, if this is a classic, I need to be open-minded, alright? It's just when they say jelly beans, I'm starting to be out, you know what I mean? But, hey, I'm willing. I'm willing and able. Experience a heartwarming friendship where teamwork is the key. You guys know I love that. A boy and his shitty blob. So I'll take it that's the blob. That's not just a manifestation of glue and cement. Okay. Oh, damn. Alright. So the blob, like, turns into shit? Yeah, son. Yeah. Oh my god, what the flick? Look at this shit. Look at those blob titties. Bleh. So this is black blobs versus white blobs. A very race battle. Shambler said, already better than what you were playing. I think you're right. You know, all we're doing is just watching, and this is already better. It's definitely better than the Monopoly. I was disappointed in the Price is Right, man. I was definitely disappointed. Which sucks, since I kind of like those. Like I said, the Deal or No Deal game, perfect. I love that Deal or No Deal one. Alright, fucking blobs. Let's see, it says... When the blob crash lands on Earth, he finds an unlikely hero and a young boy. Together, they must return to the blob's enslaved home planet and defeat the evil emperor. Armed with nothing but a bag full of jelly beans, this Armed with nothing but a bag full of jelly beans, this pair of heroes will take you on an adventure that spans the galaxy. Alright, let's fuck some faces. Dude, that's pitiful. When I was a kid, I could jump higher than I could dunk, like on a basketball hoop. Okay, well that's shiny. I think it wants me to fiddle with it. Whoa, what the fuck is that, Shambler? Is that a cicada? That doesn't look like a cicada. It probably is. Dude, those motherfuckers... My cat brought in a cicada when I was really little, before I really, like, got the concept. And I was, like, looking at it, and I got all close to it to see what it was, and then it just goes... And I was like, oh my god. I was so fucked. Oh, is that... Oh, that's Skeletor, you're right, it does. I can see it now, but yeah, it looked like a cicada from my old-ass eyes and from that background. Skeletor. Now, He-Man, you will die! Why does it do that? Oh, what the fuck is... Okay. See, it keeps going... Look at this. Watch. What the fuck? It's probably just saying, oh, you went down a hill, so let's rumble a little bit. Do I do anything with this shit? Do I... You gotta be able to get that, right? It's a treasure chest, so why wouldn't I? What the fuck? No button works on it, so... Oh, shit. This useless kid can't jump up the... Useless kid. Useless. Useless. Whee! Yep, better push this moss-covered rock. This is very Sonic the Hedgehog of it. Oh, look at that. Break, break. Okay. Oh, shit! Little kid can't handle... Hey, frog. Hey, where the fuck you going? Break it, break it, break it. This kid weighs as much as paper. I'm surprised he could break that. Alright, here we go. Shambler with the Arlo. Oh, fuck. You guys. Alright, let's see what the hell happens here. This is beautiful, though. I mean, look at it. It does have the visuals. This is peak, 2000, what was it, 9 graphics? 2008. Alright. Let's do it. Oh shit, it's like a cutscene. Alright, it's a fucking jelly beans up my ass. You guys remember that meme? That woman being like, I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass. And then they just inserted a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass in various, like, clips. Here's a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass. Wait, you don't know what that is. Your parents did not teach you well. What's up, a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass? Okay, so this game is saving me from danger, because I was going to walk straight onto this burning stick that would likely not even support this kid that weighs as much as a fly. Alright. It is very comforting knowing that I have the blob with me. Here, let's hit this thing. That was cool. Alright, Blobby. Where the fuck are you? You know I can't do shit without you. Oh, thanks. You've ate it all. Pimp. Alright. Oh, god damn! What was down here again? Ow, my tits. God, you guys, this sound, the sounds of this janky, overly vibrating Wii remote, it makes it actually feel like death. Look at that. It makes it actually feel substantially like death when you fall or something. That's adding an effect to this shitty game. Add67 here said, call me WWF, because I'm in your house. What is that? Is that like one of their phrases, Addison? Did they always say, like, we in the house or something? Oh, okay, that's frustrating. We're right back to where we were. Alright, Blob. Get your semen ass up here. Let's just fuck that again. And here we go. Ouch. My eardrums. Here, why not? Let's push this rock.
Oh, I don't have the muscles to push this up here.
Addisic, what's been happening, man? Alright, Blob. Yeah, you know. What the hell? Blob, I need you. Black Blob trying to come up in here. It just seems racist. Alright. Why they gotta be black blobs, you know? It couldn't be fucking purple. Okay. You know this little kid lives in a gated community.
Let's go back to the fort.
See you later, Blob. It was at that moment he knew he fucked up. For Blob had no arms and no legs and no guilty conscience. Alright. Oh God, make it stop! Never make me do that again. There's a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass. Oh, great. So we brought like an alligator home. Awesome. Okay, well that was my fucking most prized decoration. Clearly, look at this treehouse. There ain't nothing in here but that. And God fucked it. Addison said for a while they had like a string of like 2-hour pay-per-views called In Your House. Yeah, I didn't know that, man. I stopped watching around 1996 or 98. I can't remember exactly the year. Yeah, why are we going up to the crocodile? Yeah. It does not sound like a good idea. Yeah, we're much closer to death now. What are we celebrating? Gosh, yeah, it's really hard to be in a state of being a prick. Like, if I was medicated right now, I'd probably be like, alright, this is okay. This is okay. But instead, I'm looking for everything. I'm looking for every angle for comedy. I'm looking for every angle for roasting. Oh my god, I sleep on it too. Jeez. Smash Killer said, I would almost kill for more stylized games like this. Well, hey man, I feel like they are kind of doing shit like that. I mean, like when you think about it, so many people would talk in the old days about like, you gotta have the best graphics, you know? We need the best fucking new graphics. This game looks like shit. And then they would release games like Happy Wheels, right? Remember that shit? And like Undertale, you know? Like these were all stylized games and whatnot. What are we doing? And so, yeah, you're probably right. Maybe they have gone away from that in recent years, but, like, I bet there's still kind of an offering. You know, you gotta think about some of the limited run games. You gotta think about a lot of indie titles. Holy shit. What happens if one of those hoes touches us? Whoa, Blob, dude, chill the fuck out. Let's let one touch us. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, holy shit, I fainted. Smash Killer said, it's all good, Dr. K. Sometimes letting your brain go all over the place now and then is more healthy than you realize. That's what I'm saying, Smash. Because Smash Killer and Addisic, I've now been, I guess, almost 7 days off the drug. You guys know I was in the clinical trial for anti-anxiety medication and stuff. And I'm pretty fucking sure I don't have the placebo because I feel like dick. Yeah, it's been a dark, dark place, dude. I've been anxious and depressed. Like, depression hit me like so much harder having to withdraw from that drug There ain't no way I was on placebo, you guys. Addison's like, I've never been a big graphics guy. Give me a Chrono Trigger, Fire Pro Wrestling, Stardew Valley, any holy shit day. Okay, well, we lost Blob. See you, Blob. You blobby fuck. Useless prick. What? Look at me speedrun this shit. Here we go. Yeah, I found more jelly beans up my ass. Smash Killer said, I guess I'm craving more games that are willing to fully lean into art. That's not typical. Alright, well, you guys may like the next thing. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but I said on the Discord I may record... Let me backtrack. Okay, so there's a guy who's developing a kart racing game with only 1 week's time. So he's like a few days into a 1 week project to release a game that's going to have local and online multiplayer and single player kart racing action. And I think it's going to have up to 20 indie game characters. So think about Smash Brothers, how it brought together the world of Nintendo, right? So this is going to bring together, hopefully, the world of indie titles. I don't know who's all in it, but the dude's been tweeting about some of them. I'm probably not going to know, like, any of the characters, because I'm not huge into indie games, but I know some. I mean, I've been tagging some of the indie devs that I know. Like, I fucking tagged Zelu, and I was like, dude, put a move or die character in this shit, you know? Why can't I go down? That's all okay. Thanks. That's all I wanted, is what I was going to say. And so, like, this kart video game, I took an interest on his Twitter and I said, hey man, I would love to help you promote this. Also, if you need any voice acting, I would love to do it. I know that you may not have voices for the characters, but what about like an announcer or something? And he was like, actually, an announcer would be great. It's just I'm not at the stage, since this is a 1 week long development cycle, that I'm not at the stage right now to implement that. But he said, before we get to it, would you mind voicing the trailer? So this dude's gonna drop a trailer in a few days, and I need to record it by tonight. So he gave me like, I don't know, 4 lines that I have to read. And so I was thinking, I don't know, should I record these in front of you guys? Should I do it? You know? I'm trying to give him the movie trailer guy voice and hype announcer voice. I'm thinking hype announcer is what he's going to want. I sent him those samples, and that's what he liked. You know, I sent him some of my casting in Pokemon Unite. I sent him some voice samples of previous work I've done, and I even did an announcer in the style that I probably would choose for this for Ashon LaForce, you guys. So Ashon LaForce is a member of our community, at least from the past, who was creating a game called Toons Warfare, and then he stopped doing it, so he canceled the project. So unfortunately that voice did not get used on it, but I could do it for this kart game. Sometimes though my voice is a little bit tired when we do these streams for a long time, so that's why I was thinking we should cut it kind of short and jump into the recording if I was gonna do that in front of you guys. But yeah, Shamler was like, oh man, Dr. K voice, it's like Craig. Smash Killer said, record in front of us! Would you guys want that? We would actually take this mic that's over here and record on that. I deliberately have them both plugged in. Usually they're not. Usually it's just one. So I guess you guys are saying that you want that, so maybe I will, do that, because Cameron was saying you could do the 4 lines on the stream. That's what I was thinking about it, and you guys could see the actual process. Because in a good voice recording, yes, I want it to sound good. I want to get it done with quick, but you need to take the time. So, I will mess up a few, I'll have to find it. Like, I'll have to find the voice and stuff like that. But yeah, Smash was like, yeah, I'd be willing to cut the stream early to watch it. Well, then we'd probably cut right here, and I may go heat up some hot water. It's good on the voice, so get like some hot water with lemon, if that's cool with you guys. And, yeah, we can set it up for that, because you got to think about like movie trailer voices, in a world, kart racing, blah, blah, blah. But I think that he's going to want hype. I think he's going to want a hype announcer, but I'm going to give him both options. So, yeah. I don't know what it's going to be like though, because my voice is a little bit tired, but let's try it. If it just sucks dick, then I will have to turn it off and... yeah, but let's do... guess we'll switch it to entertainment. I guess that's what it would be under. I wonder what it is on Twitch. What's the category on Twitch? Like podcasts or something? Entertainment. We may actually cut off the we may have to cut off the vertical stream, I'm sorry to say. Cameron, can I send you the horizontal link? Here. It's because it uses more processing power just on my computer. So, vertical stream, if you guys could, here's the horizontal. I would need you to come over here so that I can use the full processes of my computer for that. You know, it just takes extra processing to run a vertical as well. So, we are going to end the vertical. So, yeah, if you could, just join me on the horizontal. I just put the link in the chat for those of you on vertical. Please go over there. Yeah, Smash Killer's like, hit him with that killer instinct, or like Mortal Kombat. I don't know, I'll show you guys. I'll show you all the trailer of his game. By trailer, I didn't mean that. I'm recording the trailer. I'll show you the stuff that he's tweeted. Here. So let me kind of pull that up here. But yeah, that was really cool. It was a real honor for him to ask me. So like, you know, I don't want to fuck this up. Here we go. Okay, I found his Twitter, so let's go ahead and switch this on over then. So we'll kind of give Cameron a second. He said it won't let me. What? So this doesn't work? Why does that not work? Let me click it. It took me over there just fine. Cameron? I know it might be harder, but do you want to just click on my channel and then go to the other stream? It should be the only stream left after I end this, so I will go ahead and end this. It says report or block. I think it's because you clicked the... did you click the 3 things? Actually tap or click on the link itself instead of the 3... You know what I'm saying? Or just go to my channel. I don't mean to create more work for you. I just want you to see this if you wanted to watch it. But yeah, we're going to have to end the vertical right now. So thank you so much if you were watching us on that vertical. If you're watching on horizontal, please stick around. We're going to try to record this then, I guess. It's semi-impromptu, eh? Not really. I kind of planned on this. You guys, a boy and his blob. I don't fucking know. It might be okay. In this current state, it was a little bit whack. But okay, I'll see you guys later on the vertical. But please join the horizontal if you want to see this. Okay, so we'll end that stream. Let me make sure that that's on private and all that, though. Let's do... What's the private? Here we go. I don't usually like the vertical to end up as a VOD on the channel, but I do like the horizontal. So, yeah, you gotta do that shit. Alright, verticals ended. And so, let's see it. So let's turn off the Wii. Glad it worked. That was awesome. That was awesome. And so, now I'll get this set up for you guys to see. We are probably going to be standing, at least for the announcer. It kind of helps to sit to do the deep voice, but it helps to stand to do like a hype announcer voice. And so, Cameron said, is this the one you sent me? Yes. Yes. Alright, so on Twitch, we'll change our... I don't know what we'll change it to. Let me look for a category, Shambler, that will work for the Twitch people to see, so they're not like, wait, he's not doing Wii games, what the fuck? So here, let's do edit. I'm guessing it's like podcasting, right? Yeah, there's no like voice acting channel. Right? Yeah, I don't see that. Okay, I guess we'll do podcasts or just chatting, eh? Podcasts? Talk shows and podcasts. Alright. Alright, so here we go. Now that everything's named correctly, we can get myself some hot water for the voice. It just lets it... Yeah, Smash Killer said, just chatting, just yelling. That is kind of what it's not gonna be yelling, it's gonna be concentrated, you know, but it'll be kind of that, you know, choose your character! That kind of like overly emphatic announcer. We'll have to find the voice that fits well for us. We'll look at the footage, you know, that he's got of the game. We'll do that together here right now. I got a lot to set up, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm taking my sweet time, aren't I? Okay, there. I've got the titles, so I'll let you guys watch his, you know, it's only like a 10-second video, but hey, maybe we can put that on repeat while I go and get some hot water. I don't think it has any audio. Yeah, so we're going to be looking at something that doesn't have audio here. Let me find the window for you guys to see it. I think it's this. Yes, okay. I don't know what this is going to dox of information, so here, let me quickly not dox anybody. Yeah, why not you guys watch this? Should just play on a loop. But there's the guy's Twitter too, so if you guys want to follow him, I'm sure he appreciates it and everything. Tell him Dr. Kendo sent you, eh? But yeah, I'll be right back, okay? And then we're gonna get this going. Hey guys, I'm back. I'm back. So we're gonna lower the green screen here. Turn the light on. And we're gonna switch to this mic over here. Just gotta move all these Wii games. I know, I'm taking my sweet time, you guys. I move a lot slower nowadays. Here. Okay. So here, we'll go to his profile real quick, and I'll show you. I don't know if this was the video you guys were already watching, but that's, it says Smooshy Goes Racing. So that's an indie game character. I don't know Smooshy, but it's some humble onion. So yeah, there's Smooshy. But look at this. He's got also Molgato. Molgato? Yeah. Oh, Renata from Frogun. Okay. So I was wrong. But yeah, he's got indie game characters. Oh, wow, okay. So it looks like he got a lot of requests for characters to develop, which is cool. So, again, it's like Smash Brothers. He's going to just put, like, indie game characters in carts. I think it's kind of cool, man. Okay. So, let me put these over here. And then we'll put all these Wii games aside. Alright, you guys. We're just about ready. Let's see. Adisic said, we doxing Dr. K. Why did I just show a bunch of shit? Smash Killer said, dude, that Marvel vs. Capcom SNK fighter's voice is something you'd nail. I'd have to hear that. We could look it up. So I don't mind being inspired by some other voice performance before it. Doesn't need to be just a Dr. K only original. Let's see. Cameron said the game reminds me of Mario Kart. Yeah. Smash Killer said game actually looks fire. The thing about it is that this dude's doing this with 1 week, right? So it's like, even if you're like, wait, that doesn't look good. Wait, there's something wrong with that. You know, it's like, because he's only doing this in a week. And I think after that, it's like a full-fledged game, right? So the fact that he's only doing this in 1 week, I was just like, dude, I have to be a part of this, like, because that's awesome. You know, he's just making this project come out of thin air. So here we go. We'll switch over to this microphone. So some of it is gonna be, some of this is gonna be harder for you guys to hear because OBS, I crank up the volume so that it can hear me. Whereas when recording, you kind of don't, otherwise you'd peak. So imagine, you know, an audio spectrum, it's like green, yellow, then red if you're peaking. So if you're like super loud, it's boom, and it's like red, right? I don't want that, but you guys may not hear me as good just because when you're streaming with OBS and whatnot, it doesn't always hear as good. So here's what it sounds like. So you guys can hear that. I'm going to turn the camera facing up a little bit, and hopefully you guys will hear this microphone now. And so the differences here are that obviously we have a different pop filter. This microphone is also just, it's the same model, but this particular one is actually better. I think the other one's been dropped or something. I can't remember, but there's something wrong with it. And so this is going to get me the voice that I need. And so, yeah. Okay, so let's see. So I'm going to pull up the lines that he wants here on my phone. Again, I'm sorry that I'm going slow. This is not going to be a quick process. It is only 4 lines, so that's going to go kind of quick, but yeah, the process is not going to be quick because I want you guys to be able to see everything I'm going to do, so I'm going to get the windows for my audio program so y'all can actually see kind of what this looks like from beginning to end. Over here, no, let's move back kind of this way. Okay. We'll move it back just over here. But yeah, Cameron said, oh, good. So yeah, you guys, you'll need to be patient if you're going to stick with me. You know, this will be a very slow-moving process here. And it's good that I just kind of take a second to breathe and get some drink in me, because right now my voice is a little bit strained. It's a little bit tired just because I'm old and I've been streaming. So let's figure that all out. I'll pull this up. Okay, so you guys will see this in a second. I'm just pulling up the recording program. Okay, we may actually make a new scene and make me tiny. I don't know. Would you guys like it where I'm big, or? Probably not too important. So yeah, the 4 lines are the ultimate arcade racing experience. It's the indie apocalypse. Choose between 20 different indie game characters. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. So really it's like 3, but I kind of broke that second one down into 4s. So yeah, I think I'll be able to do the announcer voice just fine, but that movie trailer voice, I think I'm just too... So we'll do the announcer style one. So, Smash Killer was saying the Marvel vs. Capcom one. You big, audio small? Okay, cool. I'm looking at the chat right here since I've got all these windows up. Alright. So Smash Killer, I'm going to look at for inspiration. We can hear it, but we'll look at the Marvel vs. Capcom. Okay. Here. Okay. Boy. It's very awkward doing 2 different camera angles. So this is us pulling up the Marvel vs. Capcom to hear their announcer. Announcer. Okay, let's see what happens. This is Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Capcom presents
Oh God.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
I don't know if this is the one you meant.
New Age of Heroes. Thanks for playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
You're right, though. I would be good for that one. You know, that thanks for playing. It's got that. Yeah, that's what Smash Killer said. He said it's like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is the one. 'Cause yes, that sounds like my voice. But could you imagine that being the, you know, trailer thing, like the ultimate arcade racing experience, you know? Like something like that. Okay. So, we'll listen to one more. I can't find the Marvel vs. Capcom 1, so that's fine. We'll just do our own thing. Okay. So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to try to get a voice on the board. This is almost like practice, and if it's good, then hey, it's good. But we got to get all the audio levels right too, so we'll see what this sounds like in the recording. We'll just go hype announcer guy kind of for this. Okay, you guys can't see it, but I'm testing the peak on the microphone, so when I'm at this, it's kind of at red. That'll be better. Okay, so the ultimate arcade racing experience. It'll be... Let's record this. Okay, so y'all should see it. So you'll probably hear me do like 2 or 3 different kind of inflections. I've never done this live in front of people, so please bear with me. The ultimate arcade racing experience. The ultimate arcade racing experience. The ultimate arcade racing experience. Okay, so there we had 3 different kind of samples. We're saying it's the indie apocalypse next, but that kind of goes into the line of choose between 20 different in-game characters. I'm going to kind of record them as separate things. Pull this over so you guys can see what I'm doing. It's the indie apocalypse. It's the indie apocalypse. It's the indie apocalypse. All right, so choose between 20 different indie game characters. So the thing here is that people will often say this kind of a line really quickly. So you have to say it a little bit slower than your natural speaking rhythm. So if you notice that, you can tell me. Choose between 20 different indie game characters. Choose between 20 different indie game characters. Choose between 20 different indie game characters. Characters. If you say it too in the nasal. Let's get that last one. Choose between 20 different indie game characters. See how that last one had like characters? see. This message sent from my laptop, this one from my phone. Alright. Yeah, Smash Killer, it's they were low energy announcements. Alright, so the last line is be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. So this one you can read like so many different ways, but we're gonna mostly do it all the same, and I'll determine if I like it when we hear it back. So you guys will hear that in 1 second. Okay. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home! That was a terrible, terrible one. We peaked a little bit and we went to the back and the front of the mouth. So that's probably a no-go. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home! See how the back home went down that time? Probably want to do it up though, but at least now I have both options. Let's do the last one. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home! Think I did it again, going down. We'll try that again. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home! Not too bad. We'll see. So let's listen back to these. Man, you know what? I may actually need both microphones here. Let's stop. Drop it. Okay. Never done a stream like this, boy, where I gotta get 2 different mics and all these different angles. Eef. So now you guys will get to hear what it's like producing the shit. Okay, that's gonna be all up in my face. Let's see if I can... Not a great camera angle. We'll keep it small like this, though. Alright. Back home! Ah, okay, you said stretch out the back and back home. Yeah, like, bring the victory back home. Yeah, we may need to try it like that. I have to hear what these sound like, because I have no idea if I'm, like, doing it right. Probably if I was alone, I just would have literally done one line and listened to that. But I figured you guys could hear them all. So what I'm doing right now is, before we listen to it, I'm putting on a equalizer. So, hopefully we don't blow out our eardrums either. Alright, here it goes. Doesn't sound awful. So that's way too loud on our audio. So for a hype announcer, these are okay. I don't know if you guys can hear me sounding fucking like a robot. Okay. So I'm gonna put all those together. Let's hear the next. This was me talking to you guys in between takes, those smaller audios. Alrighty. So here, let's hear this. Oh, you guys are saying you can't hear them? Oh, you guys can't hear it. The whole time I was sitting here thinking you could hear this. Why can't y'all hear that? Why? Yeah, why wouldn't that be playing back? Here, let me close the program and reopen it. Shambler said dude needs to be a voice actor. Thank you. Here, let me try to get that back up for you guys. And window capture. No, that's not what I wanted. What the? Okay. So yeah, you guys are totally supposed to hear that. Let's see. That's so weird. Why would you not hear this? Do you have to add an audio source? I've never had to do that. It's just a desktop audio. Chat, why would I not be able to hear that? You know, it should be playing whatever's on my desktop. Here, let's play like a... sound. Do I have like a... Here's a song I did. Okay. It's playing that. It's not playing this. I don't get it. Maybe it's because it's a window capture. It's not... Do I sound like a robot right now? That's how I'm hearing myself. Yeah, I've never run into that. Where you guys can't hear it. Let's see. Maybe like these? Playback. And... It's the... There, you guys hear that? Okay. It was something about the setting. Here it is, you guys. Sorry. Thank you, Cameron, for speaking up. Let's see.
The ultimate arcade racing experience. The ultimate arcade racing experience. The ultimate arcade racing experience.
So you can tell we kind of blew the eardrums of the...
It's the Indie Apocalypse. It's the Indie Apocalypse.
Kind of like that second one better. First one, you can tell there's some strain, you know?
It's the Indie Apocalypse. It's the Indie Apocalypse.
So yeah, completely different style on that third one. I'd have to make sure they're all uniform going across if we went with that kind of a voice. Okay, so this is where I'm talking to you guys. Here we go. Everything's good now? You guys can hear it and stuff? Cameron said yes. Okay.
Choose between 20 different indie game characters. Choose between 20 different indie game characters. Choose between 20 different indie game characters.
So the only thing about it is I said, like, you want to read this slower than your inclination, but now it does sound like I'm reading. You know, you have to be able to feel your line, you know, like I have to be able to speak this like it's a real thing, not just reading, you know, because like I'm reading it good, I'm doing the voice good, it's just the acting part of it is not very good, you know.
Choose between 20 different indie game characters.
So yeah, that characters was better that time. Okay.
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
That... Listen to me, that was a terrible... That was a terrible... It was okay. I don't know.
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
See how...
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
That was cool. Kind of had some punch.
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
Way too excited. So now what we do is when we listen to these, we see, is one of those the one that we want to commit to? They're each a little bit different, like a different voice guy. They're all announcers and stuff like that. Or do we want to go back to the drawing board? Because then when we like it, we can record all the lines just uniform one way. You know, if it's got a little of this in it, you know, like give it that, but if it doesn't, record them all without that. You know, they all have to be uniform going across.
The ultimate arcade racing experience.
Here, let's let you guys in the chat. So vote on 1, 2, or 3. 1 is the first one that we're going to hear. This one. 2 is that one. 3 is that one. So let's see it. 1, 2, 3.
The ultimate arcade racing experience. The ultimate arcade racing experience. The ultimate arcade racing experience.
I think 2 should be out.
The ultimate arcade racing experience.
So 1 kind of has the I'm gonna like rasp, punch, you know, like that like thing, and then 3 is more of like the straight laced like.
The ultimate arcade racing experience.
It's almost got that let's get ready to rumble, you know, that type of like announcer and stuff. Smash Killer actually said 2. Cameron said 1. Shamler, what we think? Okay, so...
The ultimate arcade racing experience!
And we can keep 2. We can send the guy 2 of this, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't want to send him like 5, you know what I mean? You want him to be able to choose like, all right, this one or that one, you know? And we got to be confident in our like performance, so, you know. So, yeah, you guys say 1 and 2. Smash Killer said 2. I didn't like 2.
The ultimate arcade racing experience.
It seems way too in your face. Like, it's just over the top. And being an announcer, it's okay to be over the top. It's way too over the top. It's just, boom. It's just like, so Smash, I might have to veto number 2. I know you like it, and I trust you, but damn.
The ultimate arcade racing experience. The ultimate arcade racing experience.
See, that third one's okay. It would just need to be read a little bit better. But again, it's that, let's get ready to roll. It's got a little bit of, you know, like this, my balls are in a wheelbarrow kind of like thing. You know. Shambler said play 1 again. He said Buffer's trademark phrase. Now he's going to get sued? Probably. Who's Buffer? Shambler said play 1 again. Here's 1.
The ultimate arcade racing experience.
I mean, we can also lean into that like, you know, the ultimate arcade racing experience. You know, like make it like I'm a cool announcer, like type thing. And then have the like straight-laced, you know.
The ultimate.
Could have like a deeper cadence to it too. You know, we could go like, the ultimate arcade racing experience. You know, something like that. And again, these all sound like super over the top, you know, so we have to wonder, what would this look like to a trailer, you know, of that game? Maybe I should kind of pull up that game. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of 1s in the chat, so we may do 1. We could lean into it more. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, I wanted to have a video of it so I could see it. Let me look at the cart game while playing this and see what it sounds like.
The ultimate arcade racing experience.
Yeah.
The ultimate arcade racing experience.
Yeah, I don't like 2.
The ultimate arcade racing experience.
Yeah, so let's try to uniform do at least 1. We'll take out 2. Here.
It's the indie apocalypse. It's the indie apocalypse. It's the indie apocalypse.
So what's funny is 1 right there was 3. Like we like did it weirdly. This would have been 3, I think, actually, and this would have been 2 probably.
It's the indie apocalypse. The ultimate arcade racing experience. It's the indie apocalypse. It's the
That wasn't a good read, but the voice was right.
It's the indie apocalypse. It's the indie apocalypse. It's the indie apocalypse.
Okay, so again, 2, it's just like, I think it's just way too much. Like,
choose between 20 different indie game characters. Choose between 20 different indie game characters.
That's
choose
the price
between
is right.
20 different indie game characters. Choose between 20 different indie game characters.
See, that's the number 1 announcer again.
Choose between 20 different indie game characters.
That's kind of the number 1 announcer as well, but much more this one. And I don't know, do you guys think we should like lean into it more? Like even more like rasp, you know?
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
Definitely not that last one, in my opinion at least. So let's see.
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
Because we could totally like almost monster truck announcer it, you know? Could be goofy, could be cool. Let's see the lines. Cameron said 2 that time. So we'll go back to our lines here. It could be like, the ultimate racing... Oh no, the ultimate arcade racing experience! You could even like double the voice right there. Experience! You know, like this like monster truck like effect. It's the indie apocalypse! Choose between 20 different indie game characters!
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. Something, kind of like that.
So yeah, we'll record them all as number 1 and see if we like that the best. All right, different mic. See ya to this mic. Okay. Alrighty. We're over here now. Record.
Testing. Yeah, that's gonna break the eardrums. Testing. Too loud? No, too quiet.
All right, let's try this. Okay.
The ultimate arcade. You can't say arcade. The ultimate arcade racing experience. The ultimate arcade racing experience. It's the indie apocalypse. Choose between 20 different indie game characters. It's the indie apocalypse. Choose between 20 different indie game characters. Be the fastest driver. Now I'm sounding like an old dude. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
Damn, it looks like I'm peeking up a storm. So what you're gonna hear here is a lot of rasp. I should have invited the guy to the stream and just see which one he likes. That's what I should have done. Should I tweet him? Should I be like, hey, I'm recording your stuff on stream? That would be awesome. I'd probably be all embarrassed though. Okay.
The ultimate arcade. You can't say arcade. The ultimate arcade racing experience.
Yeah.
The ultimate arcade racing experience. It's the indie apocalypse. Choose between 20 different indie game characters.
I kind of like that, like, gruff.
It's the indie apocalypse.
You know, that gruff, like, almost monster truck kind of guy. I kind of like that. At first, I was like, no, we shouldn't do that. But now that I'm hearing it back, let me show you what I mean.
The ultimate arcade racing experience.
Not that.
The ultimate arcade racing experience. It's the indie apocalypse. Choose between 20 different indie game characters.
See, it's kind of cool, like sounding like gruff.
It's the indie apocalypse. Choose between 20 different indie game characters.
I kind of like that.
Indie game characters. Different indie game characters.
It's kind of cool.
Kind of. Be the fastest driver. Now I'm sounding like an old dude. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
See, that's kind of cool. It gives me this, like, old, like, Crash Bandicoot racing, like, or something like that. Like, an old, crazy... This would have been, like, the 90s, 2000s.
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
Hey, Smash Killer, it's all right, man. You got your own life going on, man. We got this life. You got your life. It's all good. Shambler said, I love listening to good voices. Hey, if you're saying mine's good, then thank you. Is this just
Damn,
me?
it looks like...
Yeah, that's just me talking. I do think I way over peaked.
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
So what do you guys think? The words back home. Should we do it like 1, which is this one, or 2, like this one? So here's how it sounds.
A victory back home. victory back home.
See how it's just basically a difference of back, like stretch it, or back home, like all one kind of thing.
The victory back home. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
Smash Killer said number one with the longer.
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
I agree. I like that kind of stretched out back home, like the yeah. I agree with Smash.
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
The second one does sound like a Toys R Us commercial for like an RC car. Yeah.
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
But yeah, it just doesn't sound as natural. I think I'm gonna go with Smash and Cameron right there. Y'all are saying that, and Shambler said one is better. All right, so this way it's good if we can just kind of keep one. So
the ultimate arcade racing experience. It's the Indie Apocalypse. Choose between 20 different indie...
So let's just record It's the Indie Apocalypse, because listen to this, it's like...
It's the Indie Apocalypse.
It was just the word apocalypse, like I was doing good up until that.
It's the Indie Apocalypse.
It's almost on the lips. It just falls weak.
Apocalypse. It's the Indie Apocalypse.
And then we'll have a good one, though.
It's the Indie Apocalypse.
And what's interesting is we can keep this recording, but in case that I do it good at the end and bad at the beginning, we can splice the two, where we literally just put the word lips in right here. You know, like in that part.
It's the Indie Apocalypse. Choose between 20 different indie game characters. It's the Indie Apocalypse. Choose between 20 different indie game characters.
I like that second one.
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. It's the Indie Apocalypse. Choose between 20 different indie game characters. The ultimate arcade racing experience.
So we want these all to sound like they are in one video, of course, too. You know, I did them all in all these different takes, and we just want to make sure it's all coherent, so that's what I'm going to listen to. We're going to listen to it all over again. We'll re-record It's the Indie Apocalypse for that one, and hopefully have our final verdict.
The ultimate arcade racing experience. It's the Indie Apocalypse. Choose between 20 different indie game characters. It's the Indie Apocalypse. Choose between 20 different indie game characters. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
Not too bad. I mean, a lot of people, you know, they'll be in a recording studio for like 3 hours to do, you know, like 10 lines. So if we take like just an hour on 4 lines, that's gonna be okay for me, I think. So I think we just have to do that one last thing, and then I'll leave it up to you guys in the chat, and I'll consider what y'all are saying about them. And, you know, yeah, stretch out the apocalypse so that way back home has the theming and purpose. So, like, let's see.
It's the Indie Apocalypse.
This would be like,
it's the Indie Apocalypse.
like something like that. I think that could be good. Just record it twice. Okay, we're switching mics, switching camera. Whoops. Here we go. Okay. Test, is that gonna break? Yes, it is.
It's the Indie Apocalypse. It's the Indie Apocalypse.
So yeah, we are really leaning into toy monster truck voice. All right, let's see it.
It's the Indie Apocalypse.
Oh, you want the A part of apocalypse, like
It's the Indie Apocalypse.
Let's put the EQ on. Always sounds punchier with the EQ. You don't want to edit too much because he can edit on his side, like echo and things like that, but just to get a little EQ out of me sounds a little better. Maybe compression too, I guess. Just a little touch of those things. So here, let's hear that.
It's the indie apocalypse! It's the indie apocalypse!
Because, yeah, I was holding out lips, but Smash Killer saying apocalypse, like, what would that be? It'd be like,
It's the indie apocalypse!
something like that.
It's the indie apocalypse!
We'll try it holding that out. I may not switch the camera just since I'm going to do it really fast. So you guys may be staring at my belly.
It's the indie apocalypse!
Oh no, the program died. The program died on me. That's the problem with my computer. It's a little bit old, so that's not the first time that happens. Okay, let's see if we can get that back. Just re-record that right away. Okay.
It's the indie apocalypse! It's the indie apocalypse!
I don't know if that's what you were saying, Smash Killer. Don't know if that's the ticket, but we'll see. Okay, so we're just giving it minor edits here. In a world. Forgive my idle, weird things that I do. I'm not used to people watching what I'm doing, so I might do goofy things. Here we go. Do you like that drawn out? Smash Killer, you like that number 2? Wait a second, you guys can't see it. Once I restarted that, every single time I have to pull the window back up. There we go. Do we like that? Apocalypse. Cameron said I can't hear it. Damn it, did they... Yep, you guys can't hear it. What the frack? Let's try playback options. Here, tell me now. Okay, went to my speakers. Here we go.
It's the indie apocalypse! It's the indie apocalypse!
Do we like? Sorry guys, thank you for telling me all these things.
It's the indie apocalypse! It's the indie apocalypse!
Cameron said yes, so we like the second one better that time. Because then we can just loop it into the full script.
The ultimate arcade racing experience! It's the indie apocalypse! Choose between 20 different indie game characters! It's the indie apocalypse! Choose between 20 different indie game characters!
Okay, so first thing
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home! It's the indie apocalypse! It's the indie apocalypse!
That is kind of cool, I guess. The indie apocalypse.
It's the indie apocalypse!
Okay. Well, let's put that in and see what it sounds like as a full script. And I think we're close to having our final product.
The ultimate arcade racing experience! It's the indie
One thing we'll do is we'll pitch that down one.
It's the indie apocalypse! Choose between 20 different indie game characters! It's the indie apocalypse! Choose between 20 different indie game characters!
So you gotta try to imagine right now as you're listening to it, even if you want to close your eyes, is just like that guy's game playing.
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home!
So we have at least one kind of cohesive.
It's the indie apocalypse! The indie apocalypse! It's the indie apocalypse! It's the indie apocalypse!
It's okay to sound like a little, like hokey or like overly done, but you don't want to be there's a balance. Like there's a moment where you get too far over the line of it. So this is okay then. And I guess this is what I recorded earlier.
The fastest driver and take the victory back home! Choose between 20 different indie game characters! The ultimate arcade racing experience! It's the indie apocalypse! Choose between 20 different indie game characters! It's the indie apocalypse! Choose between 20 different indie game characters! Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home!
Not too bad, you guys. Not too bad. For just, that's less than an hour that we did that. And now the question is, do we give him something completely different? I think my voice may not be able to do the movie trailer guy. We would need to be sitting for that. And then you have to wonder, would that be appropriate for this game? The ultimate arcade racing experience. It's the indie apocalypse. It's the indie apocalypse. Something like that. Choose between 20 different indie game characters. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. And take the victory back home. You like the stretched apocalypse, stretched back? Alright, smash. We'll keep that in. But yeah, you have to think, should we do like in a world? Should we do this? The ultimate. It's gonna be very calm in comparison. Like, that one we did was hype. This would be like, we can try to make it kind of have an edge by adding some of that, in it, but deep. But the ultimate arcade racing experience. Something kind of like that. The ultimate arcade racing experience. A little bit. We're getting into that crazy taxi, it's party time for the crazy taxi. We're kind of almost doing that. And the movie guy. But I don't know. I don't know if he's going to want that. He did say he wanted to just hear all the samples, so he's kind of open to whatever I give him. To me, this sounds the best for the game,
The ultimate arcade
that one. So I don't know. What are you guys thinking right now? Anybody? I guess we can try it. We can just hear what it sounds like. Why not? Y'all are here. I'll just do it for you. It may sound shitty. It might sound shitty. Oi! The ultimate arcade racing experience. Just kidding. Some of the lines, they don't always sound like they go together, but... So yes, you gotta think. You have your balls in a wheelbarrow. And that's what we're gonna do. Cameron said I liked them all. Thank you, Cameron. So yes, I can't stop talking like this, otherwise we will lose it. Okay. Let's see it. So this would just be the ultimate arcade racing experience. Welcome back to Dragon Ball Z. Let's hear what this sounds like in a recording. Line, please. The ultimate. I'm testing the peaking. The volume. Okay. Is this good? I think it is. Alright. Here we go. E. The ultimate arcade racing experience. The ultimate. The ultimate arcade racing experience. It's the indie apocalypse. It's the indie apocalypse. We need to be doing the Dragon Ball Z guy first, movie guy second.
It's the indie apocalypse. It's the indie apocalypse. And then we can do it's the indie apocalypse. Yeah, Mona says, sound more exciting. Well, you didn't hear the previous one that we did. Because this is in a world back home. You know, that type of thing. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. Because, yeah, welcome on in, Mona, but listen to this one. The ultimate arcade racing experience! It's the indie apocalypse! Choose between 20 different indie game characters! It's the indie apocalypse! Choose between 20 different indie game characters! Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home! See what I mean? So yeah, Mona, that's what I would say to that. If you're gonna do the trailer guy, the movie trailer guy, you know, who says, in a world coming this summer. It's never like, in a world coming this summer. You know, like, you have to, the ultimate arcade racing experience. You know, something like that. But then this one, that's like a monster truck rally, that one's like, the ultimate arcade racing experience! So now you don't say anything, Mona? How are you gonna come in here and just say that and then not say anything? Sound more exciting? You know, that sound kind of whack to me. Alright. So everybody else, that's why I was thinking the whole time, you know, this, our like exciting monster truck guy, you know, I think is the one for his game. Just now that we've seen the footage of it and everything. The ultimate arcade racing experience. See, it's got the movie trailer, like, let's see, we'll give it the EQ, see what that does to it. We'll take it to a threshold of 11. Let's try that. The ultimate arcade racing experience. See, it's very movie trailer-y. The ultimate arcade racing experience. It'd be like if you're trying to announce a new horror movie coming out or something. Of course, that might even be like the ultimate arcade racing experience. Okay, yeah, no one's saying anything, so all right. It's the indie apocalypse. It's the indie apocalypse. Dragon Ball Z. It's the indie apocalypse. It's the indie apocalypse. Yeah, I keep going back to the other one we recorded and being like, that's what he's gonna like better, you know? I don't think the movie trailer guy is how it's supposed to be. It's the indie apocalypse. Gotta love it. All right. Yeah, Mona says, sound world. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. If it was gonna be the, like, in a world, it would have to be the Dragon Ball Z guy, I think, you know? Let's see, like them all. There, you said something. Thanks, Cameron. Phone about to die, much love. Alright, Smash Killer, thank you so much for being here. But yeah, I think we have our sample, and I think he's gonna like the hype one. See, listen to my Pokemon Unite casting, you know, and that was the thing that he was like, yeah, like, you should do the announcer voice, but, like, here, also, can you do the trailer voice? And so with that, like, sample, you know, that's what drew him in, but I told him I would give him a deep movie voice guy, and then I said if he wanted it, we could do the Nintendo Direct enthusiastic guy. That's very good for maybe, like, Peach's Showtime, you know, or, like, a Mario game, but hey, if you want your hardcore indie game,
which I don't know if he wants it to sound hardcore or not. But yeah, Shambless said trying to finish up some work. Dang work getting in the way. All good, all good, all good. Listen, saying nothing is better than saying something rude, so I understand. So yeah, we'll listen through, I guess, let's go back to...
The game 20 arcade race. The ultimate.
So we'll listen through everything that we did today. Kind of all in one mostly streak here. So here's where we started, and I like where we ended up, because this...
The ultimate arcade racing experience. The ultimate arcade racing experience.
Yeah, I just don't like that second one now.
It's the Indie Apocalypse.
We can take that out. Let's see.
It's the Indie Apocalypse.
It would be cool for like Ratchet and Clank, you know?
Choose between 20 different indie game characters. Choose between 20 different indie game characters. It's the...
Okay.
Choose between 20 different indie game characters. Choose between 20 different indie game characters.
We'll keep that one. That one.
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
Let's try these two.
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
Okay, so here's where we got it. I think this is where we nailed it over here.
The ultimate arcade racing experience. It's the Indie Apocalypse. Choose between 20 different indie game characters. It's the Indie Apocalypse. Choose between 20 different indie game characters.
We have those two because we didn't know which one we were going to use, but I think we're using that first one.
It's the Indie Apocalypse. Choose between 20 different indie game characters.
Yeah.
It's the Indie Apocalypse. Choose between 20 different indie game characters.
That second one wasn't bad. It's just we're trying to fit like a theme here.
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
So we'll just put a little threshold on that. Yeah, so we're not breaking eardrums. Okay. Cool. And then, yeah, the deep one was what we just did is...
The ultimate arcade racing experience. The ultimate arcade racing experience. It's the Indie Apocalypse. It's the Indie Apocalypse. It's the Indie Apocalypse.
You want to also, if you're ever doing like a voice sample or whatever and you get to choose, you just want to cut it. This is what they would do too, like in a studio or something, is they cut it right when you end it. Now, if you have something that trails off, like apocalypse, so you see how it had to finish the word apocalypse. So you don't want to cut it too soon, but you do not want really any extra space, especially if there's like a computer in the background and stuff.
It's the Indie Apocalypse.
So you see it stops right there where it's supposed to.
It's the Indie Apocalypse.
All right. So I think it's very clear.
Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home. Be the fastest driver and take the victory back home.
Boom. Boom. Cool, man. I think we got it, you guys. We're gonna go with Monster Truck probably, but I'll send him both samples. So, okay, we said goodbye to Smash Killer. I think, in that respect, you know, Shambler's working, Cameron, I think we've heard it, we've heard it all. So, maybe we'll just end it there. Thank you so much. Maybe just to kind of put a button in the what we were doing before, though, real quick. I should look up the price charting. Just for my curiosity, you know, those games that we played. Here, let me go back to that microphone. Sorry. Ugh. That was lovely. getting a little feedback. Yeep. All right. Forgive me for whoever's ears might have gotten busted there. But yeah, Cameron, thank you so much for being here today. And Shambler, if you could still hear us. I'm gonna look up Boy and His Blob real quick, you guys, before we end this. Because I was very curious. A Boy and His Blob. So we have to determine which games are Wii fodder and which games are for reals, for reals. Alright, so this is complete. It says an average of 1207. We do have it complete. We've got the case, we've got the manual, obviously the disc. And so some people are selling it for 18, 16, 14.99. So yeah, 1207 is just the average. So there you go. That's a perfect one to not be fodder and to instead try to actually make its own flip, right? So that's good. I think we know pretty much though that like if we do prices right or well, we know we play is kind of fodder. But yeah, anything like that. So that was good. So this one will definitely be, I'm gonna flip it, you guys. I don't think I'm gonna collect it. It's not my kind of game. I know y'all were saying it was a classic. It may be a good for somebody, but I don't think it's good for me. So we'll leave it at that, you guys. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for being with me and for observing this part of the process. You know, I've never had somebody peek in when I'm recording. Literally, no one. You know, my wife has never seen a recording session. Nobody. So, thank you again, and please enjoy your day. Goodbye. I love you. All that stuff.